Okay, we have to write 7.97 times 10 to the minus 6 as an ordinary number. So let's write it here. Well, let's start with 7.97, okay? Now, 10 to the minus 6, that means we have to make it smaller because it's 10 to the minus something, okay? So we're going to move the decimal point 6 positions in this direction to the left to make it smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the decimal point is going to go there. So put a 0, 1 0 in front of it. Fill in each of these domes with a 0. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then get rid of that decimal there, and that's the answer. So don't leave it like that, write it neatly. It's 0.0000000000797. Okay, good. Right, for the second one, we have to do 2.52 times 10 to the 5 divided by 4 times 10 to the minus 3. So first thing, let's write it grown-up style, okay? You don't really need the dividing sign anymore. So it's 2.52 times 10 to the 5 over 4 times 10 to the minus 3, okay? Right, what should we do first? Let's deal with these numbers because that's the easy bit, okay? So that's the same as, we're going to do 2.52 divided by 4 at the end. So we'll postpone that, just leave that as it is for the moment. So it's 2.52 divided by 4. We'll leave the times 10 to the 5 on top. We'll just bring the times 10 to the minus 3 onto the top. 10 to the minus 3 on the bottom is the same as 10 to the plus 3 on the top. Okay? So similarly, 10 to the 5, we're going to leave the 10 to the 5 where it is, but just for your education, 10 to the plus 5 on the top is the same as 10 to the minus 5 on the bottom, okay? When you're moving something from the top to the bottom, multiplying or dividing, you change the sign of the power. Okay, so that is equal to that, which is equal to, let's combine these two, 10 to the power of 5 times 10 to the power of 3. When multiplying, you add the powers, so that is 10 to the power of 8. So that whole thing becomes 2.52 over 4 times 10 to the power of 8. Good. Now, let's deal with this. I don't want to do 2.52 divided by 4, because that's difficult, and this is a non-calculator question. I'd rather do 252 divided by 4. So that's what I'll do. I will turn that into 252 divided by 4. So what I've done, I've made this number, 2.52, 100 times bigger. And I can absorb that change into this number. If I make this 100 times smaller, the whole thing is the same. And claiming that that equals this would be correct. So I've made this 100 times bigger, so I make this 100 times smaller. 100 is 10 to the power of 2, so 10 to the power of 8, 100 times smaller, is 10 to the power of 6. Okay? Good, now I can do 252 divided by 4. Again, it's non-calculator, so what's the best way to do this? Well, you could go off to the side, if you wanted, and do 4 into 252. That's fine, no problem. I'm going to do it the slow way. I'm just going to notice that top and bottom are both divisible by 2, so I'm going to divide top by 2 and bottom by 2 because it's easy. Okay? 252 divided by 2. Well, half of 200 is 100, half of 52 is 26. So it's 126 over 2 times 10 to the 6. I'm going to do the same again. Divide top and bottom by 2, or in other words, just do 126 divided by 2. Half of 100 is 50, half of 26 is 13. 50 plus 13 is 63. So that whole thing is equal to 63 times 10 to the 6. We're not quite done. When writing in standard form, you have to have one digit, then a decimal point, then the rest of the digits, and then the times 10 to the whatever. So that number has to become 6.3. We can't leave it as 63, okay? So the final answer will be 6.3 times 10 to the something. Same principle again as going from there to there. We have made this number 10 times smaller. So therefore, we have to make the other number 10 times bigger in order for that whole thing to equal this whole thing. So 10 to the 6, 10 times bigger, is 10 to the 7. And that's the final answer. There you go. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please click the like button, and it would be a massive help if you could subscribe. It would also be amazing if you could support me on Patreon. All the papers and everything are on my website, drjem.com, and I'm also on social media. Thank you.